Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Hype Files podcast. I'm your host Shannon, and I have another awesome episode today with another of our new pros. It probably seems like maybe just 5 minutes since I've had her on, because in podcast world, she was on episode 97, and now it's just 102. So that's only 5 episodes ago, but really in real lifetime, that's like 8 months. And I had to get her back on straight away because the goal was achieved. We're going to chat all about it. It's my teammate, my world teammate, and New Zealand's first ever fit model pro. Chantal, how are you, babe?
I'm good.
So good to have you back on. Thank you for your time again.
Yeah, of course. I'm so excited to chat.
I love it. I'm going to talk about everything. We've got a list. We've got a whole run sheet because there's so much to go through, but we're going to go through it top to bottom. But just first off, how are you feeling now? Obviously, we're a good few weeks post-season now. How are you feeling within yourself?
Yeah, still I guess like riding the cloud nine feeling. So yeah, great.
I love it. We're going to get into all the feels because there's a lot of feels in there, but mostly good feels for this season, and it's going to be fun. Obviously, there's so many things because you did so many shows. So we're going to go through, well, I mean, it feels like a lot of shows because a lot happened within the show. So we'll talk all about it, and I feel like it started off a little bit like, what's going to happen? And then it finished off just the way it was supposed to. So it's kind of cool. Let's go back. Let's start right from the start, babe. I want to talk about your prep. I want to talk all about everything that you've been doing this whole year, because last time, like I said, I had you on in April. So that was before prep really even started and all of that. So let's start from the beginning. How was your prep? How are you feeling heading into the season? Because you obviously had planned fit model and bikini, we had that on the cards. How are you feeling heading into it? Was it a smooth prep? Was it really challenging? Like, give us that sort of a vibe.
It was a really interesting prep. I mean, it was good in terms of it was like my third prep. I kind of knew what I was doing, but then it was very like I hadn't decided like for a decent chunk of my prep. So it was always like I'd check in doing bikini, I'd check in doing fit model, like I'd check in both sometimes. And for a hot minute, Frank was like, oh my goodness, like you need to pick one, because for a hot minute I was like, no, let's just like push for bikini because you obviously have to be that much leaner. That it was very like, what am I going to do? I need to lock in now because we need to like cut the weight. But no, it was really fun. Doing, I guess like the whole time I was like, oh yeah, like I want to do both. It's just kind of like how to do both, because you obviously have to prep slightly differently for both.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, was the dieting phase, was that smooth for you? Did you have any, like, you know how sometimes just like life throws shit at you in prep? Did you have any of that during prep, or was that part quite good? It was just the navigating of divisions.
Yeah, luckily, like it always takes me a little bit to get into prep, like coming from a bulk. Like, so my first couple of weeks in a prep are a bit like not following the plan 100%, because I'm like, oh, there's still snacks in the house, or like I'm still hungry. But once we were into the swing of it, like it was pretty good. Like I followed it pretty good.
Yeah, nice. I love that, babe. And like you said, it's your third prep now. So do you feel like for me, my second one, I feel like it gets a little easier. Do you feel like the third one now, does it get a little, not easier, but you just get used to it and you just know more? Do you feel like that happens?
Yeah, I think you follow the plan better. Like my first prep was awful. I probably snacked so much without telling Frank as well.
So great.
And then it keeps getting better. Like this one, I'd say like I really did not go off plan like at all. And like the idea, I guess, like the feeling of wanting to snack wasn't there either. You just become more, I guess, goal driven, and you know what you have to do.
Yeah, that's right. And you know what happens at the end if you don't do that or do this? Like you kind of
learn, exactly. Right? You hear all the time like what you end up like cheating with shows on stage at the end of the day.
Yeah. Don't do it to yourself, ladies. Don't do it.
Yeah, it's hard in the moment, but look at the end goal.
Yes, like it's not worth it. It's never worth it for that 5 seconds of like chocolate. It's like, oh, now I just feel like crap. So don't even do it. Put it away. Yeah. Let's talk about the differences in peaking, babe, because we've got a few questions from Instagram at the bottom as well, but I want to dive into that now because there was a big difference there, and like it's the first fit model. Frank's obviously first fit model athletes and stuff like that as well, so it's not like he's got miles of years. Like no one's got years of practice with this. It's new. So was there differences with your peaks? Because obviously Wellington, we'll dive into that soon, your show specifically, but Wellington was obviously bikini, and then South Island was fit model, so that was quite close to each other. Was there very big differences in your peaks, or like just talk us through that?
We definitely peaked differently. It wasn't massive because, like, we'll probably get into it more, but in Wellington, like, I should have been a lot leaner, but because we kind of had the back roll of, like, we'll go into fit model, I guess it was like, don't get too lean that I have to gain all this weight back and then have issues. So we got as lean as I kind of could to, I guess, do okay at bikini. And then it was going to be get feedback if I needed to be leaner, get leaner for nationals. But we definitely, so for bikini, we obviously tried to come in leaner. We water loaded that week just to be a little bit more drier. And I guess my pump up was a bit more intense. Like I pumped up shoulders and actually tried to get a decent pump. And then for fit model, like I didn't have as big of a water load. We still did water loading just because it works well with me, but not as big. And we definitely carb loaded the night before and then didn't pump up as much because it's a bit of a softer look.
Yeah. How did that feel? Was it weird to like do a little bit less? Like maybe?
It was weird. It almost felt like I was like not doing what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, but it worked. South Island was like, South Island's your baby as well. So I feel like that was the show that you were like coming for. But let's start with Wellington Champs because this is the first time you've ever done Wellington show.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, I don't remember you ever doing it, but you may have just done it sometime and I've forgotten. But first time doing Wellington, you did bikini for your first show. And so let's talk through that. Why did you choose to do bikini first and maybe not fit model first? And why did you choose to do Wellington?
So I guess Wellington was I think it was a week before Christchurch. So it was timing wise better for me because obviously Auckland I think was a week before Wellington. And yeah, I guess I've done Auckland and Wellington. I was like, oh yeah, I'll give Wellington a go. We did bikini first because again it would have been easier to gain back a slight bit of weight rather than say do fit model first and then have like 1 week to drop all this weight for bikini. So we kind of like had the 20 weeks to like aim for bikini, but then know that fit model was following. So we didn't want to be too hard because nationals was obviously end goal.
Yeah, right. That makes perfect sense as well. And I'm sure that sort of worked in your favor. Did it feel kind of weird the following week not dieting as hard, or did you continue to still diet pretty hard, but it was just a bit more relaxed?
Yeah, like my calories didn't increase or anything. Like it was both the same for both weeks. It was basically just water loading and carb loading that changed.
Yeah, a bit of rest and stuff like that and just
chill. Yeah, didn't train as hard. And I guess when you go from show to show, your body's almost in like a weird like stage as well where it responds quicker, I reckon, because it's like gone through that really hard day.
Yeah. It's like, while we're here, we may as well. What else do you want to do? I love it. Okay, so Wellington show. I was watching it on the live stream because it's one of the only shows they live streamed this whole season. Thank goodness they did it for bikini and fit model. I was so excited. But hey, this is like one of your only shows you didn't win overall. And I was like, what the fuck? But obviously Nat was crazy, like was crazy show and great talent. And I just don't think we knew that she was gonna turn up looking like that. Like she looked
exactly. Like, Instagram and real life is so different. And she definitely looked insane.
Absolutely. So how did that feel? Talk us through that because I know you're a winner, you're a champion. I talk about this all the time with Frank. And I'm like, she's like the sweetest girl, but she's a fucking champion. Like, so how did that feel? Like, talk us through the feels because I know that there will be other people that will go through that as well. How do you handle yourself in those kinds of moments?
It's definitely, obviously, I think when you have come from shows where you have placed so well that it's your expectation, and I guess you put that on yourself as well, like this is the bar I have to meet. So I guess as soon, because me and Nat were in the same height, or I think they put us on the same, she is, I think she is C. So we were in the same lineup. So before we got to overalls, I was already placed second behind her in our height category. So I kind of already knew like, oh, I'm not going to get the overall. And it does definitely affect you. I'm not going to be like here, like, oh no, it doesn't affect you. Like it definitely hits your self-confidence on the day. And I think you can also see on the live, like I probably did not smile. Because Mo also told me afterwards, he was like, you didn't smile.
Just feeling the feels, okay?
Yeah, so I guess bikini itself is just, the standard is so high now that it definitely is really hard, and I guess the pressure is way higher in it as well, just because it is a higher standard. So it definitely did discourage me, but also kind of reassured me that this isn't the category for me anymore.
Yeah. And you planned to do both bikini for both shows that day, and you were like, I think you were like, I know what I'm doing here, and like, job done.
Yeah,
Is that
well,
kind of what your mindset was like?
it was kind of like, I mean, on the day, I think it was a bit of a smaller show. So they had encouraged all the morning athletes to do the afternoon. My plan was never to do the afternoon. It was only because Mo encouraged us all to do the afternoon. And I was going to do it, but then obviously after the morning show, not placing where I wanted to place for bikini. And I also had a chat with Mo afterwards, and he just said, like, just focus on fit model. Like, I think you'll do great in that category. Fawad was a little bit upset with Mo, actually. He was like, why would you tell her that? She's a bikini girl. She only had to be a bit leaner.
You could have gone either way.
It was really funny. But for me, I thought, okay, like, that's enough kind of like clarification. I don't have to push through, because I was hungry, obviously. So I was like, oh, just go enjoy. I've never been in Wellington before, other than like my surgery, but got to go and eat food and just like then reset for fit model.
Yeah. And just like have that refresh in your mindset, and just like another week, another peak week. You've got to focus on the next one, right? You can't worry about got to keep going.
Yeah.
I love it. And so what about the show? Because it was your first time doing Wellington. Tell us about the show for anyone who wants to maybe do it next year, if it's going to be in the calendar. Do you recommend that show? What are your pros and cons maybe of that specific show? Organization, all of that stuff.
It was a great location. I did like that, and the backstage area was nice. It wasn't run that great. I think it was a little bit behind plan. Like, we almost got no time to pump up on the day. Like, it was very like run behind. Once we got backstage, it was like go, 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 because there wasn't many girls. I think bikini went like so fast. So that was probably the only con, is that it was really rushed. But in terms of like, I guess the venue, it was nice. I think it was better than the year before, where they had no stage. Like, at least we were on a stage this year. So that was nice. And I absolutely loved the backdrop. Like, the backdrop was stunning. It's probably my favorite one out of all the shows. Like, it looked like a sunset.
Yes, it did. And they're getting better with the backdrops, right? Because they've changed them up a bit and they look better this year.
Yeah, they were better than the year before. Some of them were a bit like, oh, not the greatest. But yeah, Wellington, one beautiful backdrop.
Yeah, love that. Nice, babe. And then last bit about Wellington, what was like the camaraderie like? What was the backstage like? Were the girls cool? Was it a bit like everyone's a bit stressed? Like, what was that kind of vibe like?
I think everyone was a little bit caught off guard how quickly we had to pump up and get going, because I think there wasn't many figure or wellness girls. So the bikini girls, I guess you always expect like, oh, like there's a decent amount of us beforehand, we can chill a bit. But no, we almost had to like get in and start pumping up. So I think everybody kind of felt a bit rushed, but everyone that was there, I think, was really like wholesome. Everyone was like hanging out backstage, and Nat as well. Like, I met her for the first time. I think she's Spanish, Brazilian. Yeah. So like, her accent and stuff was really lovely, and it was just nice to include her as well with the little WOV team that we had.
Yeah, she's the only team bold, I think, or something like that in there, and she's a sweetheart too as well. It's really nice to have such great girls in the sport.
Yeah.
Haven't had too many problems this year that I've heard of, so it's been really cool. I love the vibes,
Yeah, for sure.
So next was South Island Champs. I love the South Island Champs. So do you. You've obviously done it plenty of times. It's your home, it's your baby. But second show of the season and your first fit model debut. We're going to talk all about it. So how was show? Like, tell us all about show day. Like, did you wake up nervous? Were you crapping your pants? Like, how were you feeling in the morning? Did you just get up and pose? Like, tell us all about the day. We all want to know about everything.
Yeah. It was so the peak week itself was good. It was a little bit stressful because I guess I didn't practice my posing enough for fit model. Like, I practiced a lot, all my chickens with bikini leading up to then, and I thought, oh, the last week I'll just quickly like flip the card. So it was definitely like really trying to nail my posing that week, and I guess unlearning bikini, because you get in such a good routine that I was like, oh, I need to be faster with my routine. And like, it was definitely, that was the only stressful part. But in terms of like feeling ready for fit model, I was feeling really ready and really excited. On the day I did my own makeup. I think that was the first show I did my own makeup at. oh no, I did it for Wellington as well. So that was really nice. I wasn't like in too much of a rush trying to get to appointments or anything. And then, yeah, like when I got to the venue, I guess it was like I kind of felt like a fish out of water. Like I guess because it was like I saw the bikini girls and I was like, oh, like it looks so fun, all the sparkles. And like when all of them went on before me, it felt really strange. I was like, oh, I'm just like sitting here watching you guys all go on.
Like you're not doing it or something that day?
Yeah, like it felt really strange, but I guess like the whole time I was like, like this is like just an opportunity to give it a go. Um, yeah, like I didn't know any of the fit model girls in Christchurch, so it was also like I was hanging out with my bikini girls, and I was like, oh, go you guys.
FOMO.
Yeah, kind of. But no, like it was great. It was a really good day. The only con about that one was that the stage had a cable or something along the middle, and it threw a lot of people off. I think a lot of people got tripped up or their heels didn't like go very nicely on it. So that was the only part. Like they did mention it to us before we got backstage, but I guess you're like working yourself up. You're like, oh, okay, like when I pose now, do I look down? Do I like make sure that I'm not on the wire? But I think for the most part, like I'm happy with how I nailed my posing. There was a little bit of like too bikini, like I was a bit too twisted, like in bikini we're obviously very twisted, that I didn't like. But for the most part, like I'm really happy with how the presentation of Fit Model was that day.
Yeah. And do you feel like they gave you enough time on stage? Like, did they make Fit Model like amazing for the first time we ever had it? Like, did you feel like it was quite cool and they gave you your time and like the audience was there for you? Was it like that?
Yeah, 100%. I think because initially they were like, oh, like bikini, you get to do the T walk still, but Fit Model, you go straight to the box. They did say on the day, like, we can do either. I did still go straight to the box because it's just like less time that they can judge you.
Yes.
But the amount of time that they give you is still really nice. Like, I didn't feel like I had to rush it or anything. It was still like, there was a decent amount of Fit Model girls, but still like, I thought there would be more. Especially because I think I was the only junior and I think there was only one or two masters. Our height category was okay, but yeah, it was good. We had good amount of time. I felt like the crowd was really like, oh yeah, like Fit Model.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And even the bikini girls that was standing on the side of the stage, because they obviously had just come off before Fit Model, they were all like watching from the side. And so when you like went backstage, they were all like, yeah, you slayed that. I was like, oh, cool, thanks guys. Not bikini, but let's play.
Yeah, same kind of. Oh.
Yeah.
Was it any like on the show day of South Island Champs? Was there a little bit of regret from not doing a bikini, or was it like once you got up there and done your Fit Model, you're like, I feel pretty good about what I've done today?
So it was there's obviously like you see the girls doing bikini, and like a part of me was like, oh, I'd love to be in your lineup just to see how we compare. Because like that is the fun about bikini, that like everyone's shape looks the same but different, and so it's really cool then to put everyone in a line and see how everyone looks. But no, I was really happy I did do Fit Model. But yeah, slight regret. I was like, oh, I'd love to do bikini as well. But then it's like looking at the end goal, I'm like, this had to be the Fit Model show.
And I wonder if they'll let us do both one day, because like everything else is both. Maybe one day they'll just let that slide. And I know you're a pro now, so you can do whatever you like, kind of thing. But like maybe just for the girls that are just learning, or who knows, they might do that for us one day. But for now, it's kind of cool how it's niche and it's its own thing. I kind of like that.
Yeah, because I think you're allowed to You're allowed to do like figure and bikini, aren't you?
Yes, yeah. Everything else you can do.
Wild. Yeah, it's just wild. I'm like, what? Why can't we do both? But it's okay.
It's exclusive. It's a club. You have to be in there to win it. Tell us about, just quickly before I move on, I just thought I had a thought. Where did you get your bikinis from? And is there because there is, I know, but can you just tell us about it? But is there a specific bikini you need? Because there was a bit of a this and that all over the place this year, right? Everyone was a bit unsure. And so maybe can you just tell us about the bikinis?
Yes, so I definitely saw that there was a little bit of like confusion. Some people went for like quite a beach bikini, which was not the standard. I think because it was new, a lot of people just kind of thought, oh, like I can get away with that, but it still is like a IFBB category, and so you still have like your uniform essentially like bikini would. So I got all mine from Accentuate. She is amazing. We had our little like Zoom call talking about all the colors, and I guess it was a little bit of back and forth because I wanted it to be really like, I guess, a specific look. Like I got 3 bikinis from her in total, and all 3 are slightly different. But the pink one, like we ended up going for a slightly smaller cup size, and the bottoms, I love how she does the bottoms. I definitely saw quite a few fit model bottoms that just look like granny undies.
Not as flattering, hey?
No, they were just not cut nicely or not shaped nicely. Whereas I think Rachel did a really good job at shaping her fit model bottom so that they were still flattering with the bigger coverage.
Yeah, and it's important, hey, because you want to still have that flattering look and show enough muscle and skin and development that you can like win, not show.
No, exactly. Like it's already a downgrade not having like gemstones on our bikinis. Like at least you want to still feel like it's flattering your shape.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what were your colors? So obviously we all saw the pink one because I think that was the pro card one, wasn't it? But tell us about what colors did you get, because those were beautiful.
I know, I was a little bit gutted. So I got a really beautiful, like, I guess like cobalt blue, but that was a bigger cup size, and it wasn't like the same fabric as my pink one. It was more of like I guess a beach fabric, but the cut was like still proper fit model cut, but it was more of like that matte beachy kind of look. And then I had a beautiful gold one that was like the pink one that my idea was pink at regional, gold at nationals. But the issue with gold is that when you get so dark, you're tan, like it didn't stand out enough. True. So don't ever wear gold, y'all. No. The idea is really cool. I was like, oh, no one's ever done gold. Like it's like a winning color. But no, it didn't flatter the dark tan enough.
You tested it and tried it, and it's not going to work, guys. She's tried it for everyone.
Don't do that. So I ended up wearing the pink at both regional and nationals. Yeah,
they looked amazing. And then you wore the gold for the photo shoot, so you still got a picture in it.
Yeah, I still got to wear it. Just not very nice on stage. It would have looked like you're not wearing a bikini.
True. And you know what I've seen? I've seen it like Urishna used to wear gold in the wellness division, and she's Brazilian, but she's like darker skinned, so it kind of like pulls off, and I'm like, damn, us white girls, we can't do that. Like,
we end up being the same color as the gold, so it does not work.
Blend in. All right, let's talk about nationals. Nationals are so good. And we both did the same show, obviously the natural show, because job done after that show. She didn't need to come back. So let's talk about the peak first. So how was the peak internationals? You've already peaked for South Island, Wellies, all of that. You've done both of those shows. You're set on Fit Model. So what was that peak week like for you for nationals?
Basically from the regional, the judges said don't change a thing. Nice. But then having a talk with Frank, we wanted to come in a little bit tighter, a little bit leaner, just I guess to show progress. Like I guess you never want to step on stage looking exactly the same. So I think we just amped up cardio slightly, like food still stayed the same. We just did a little bit more cardio and actually properly pumped up for nationals as well. I guess because by that point we kind of saw like, oh, like they like that level of muscle, because going into fit model, I was like, oh, like I know I'm not big for bikini, but I was like, am I too big for fit model? In the New Zealand sense, obviously overseas, there's some very muscular fit model girls, but for New Zealand, we were kind of like, oh, like what are they going to go for? So once we saw that was kind of okay, Frank was like, okay, like you can properly pump up. We'll come in a little bit leaner just to like look like there's been improvements made. But the peak week itself was really nice. I also went to Auckland earlier the year before when I did Auckland. I think I came the day of check-in, which I don't recommend. You were just so rushed and stressed, and I think like cortisol levels and water retention from flights linger a little bit. So I flew up the Thursday, which was really nice. I got to actually like relax into it.
Yeah, definitely. Pro tip, everyone, literally pro tip. So write that down.
Really. Give yourself time.
Yes, and it just makes sense. Like, you get to wake up in Auckland and then spend the whole day. Like, those rushy days go so far. And then show day goes faster, and it's like gone. And you're like, oh my God, all that effort. Like, I just want to remember it.
No, exactly.
So that makes sense, babe. And then let's talk about show day. I want to know about everything. So, did you register for both shows? Because you know how like all the girls sometimes do it when they're coming for their pro card. Like Lily did that the year before. Like, were you planning on doing both just to make sure you got the job done, or were you pretty sure you're going to get it done first pop?
Well, it's obviously really expensive to do both, but talking to Frank, like he was always like, he's like, I'm really positive, but just in case, like do register for both. So I did register for both. Well, it cost my wallet. It was expensive, but Frank was like, just count it as like a donation to IFBB if you get it in the morning show. So that's okay. But yeah, registered for both. I didn't realize as well that the natural show was the only show open to international. So I guess it was kind of reassuring to know that regardless of who shows up that you don't know at the morning show, that I still have the afternoon show as well.
Yeah, but how cool is that you had international people at your show and you still beat them all?
Yeah, that's kind of a slay moment.
I was so happy, babe, because you were up against some talent in the first. I feel like the first show was obviously just a little bit more. There was more of you, fit model girls in there, and then we'll talk about the next show later because I'm sure that you sort of saw a little bit of that. But that first show, obviously, you had like Amber Dewar. She's a Kiwi in Australia. She's gunning for a pro. She just you might have seen, but she continued after to keep going for that pro card. And this year wasn't her year, and that's okay because it'll happen when it's going to happen, and she'll be stoked about it when it does. But like these people that they that were coming here for their pro card, we all know that, and we all could see it and feel it backstage. Like the fit model girls are more competitive than the figure chicks. Like
the pressure was really there. You could see everyone was really in the zone.
But it was cool, not in a bad way, not in a bitchy way. It was just really cool how you girls were there to fucking fuck shit up, not play around, like it was kind of cool. But how did you feel that? Talk about the comparison rounds for like, because I was backstage, I could kind of see you, and there was like lots of different girls in the lineup, so I couldn't really get a gauge. So talk about the comparison rounds for us up against like Amber and all the girls. How did that feel? Did they battle you? Did you feel like this is a bit tough? Like, tell us about your feelings as you're getting compared.
I was definitely feeling a little bit anxious about the day because everybody, as soon as I guess Amber announced that she was coming to New Zealand, had sent me her reel of like her announcing it. They were like, oh my goodness, Amber's coming, because she was obviously so close to getting the pro card in Australia. I think she was runner up. So I was definitely like, okay, the talent's like going to be there. So definitely anxious on the day. Met Amber, she's lovely. We are different heights, so I think she's B and I'm C, so we weren't in the same height category. So we were like pumping up, and I guess you could tell like me and her were kind of like, I kind of felt like everybody and me and Amber knew it was going to be between me and Amber. So like we were pumping up, and like we were like so in the zone pumping up, which is really cool. Like I guess we both respected that from each other. Like we were both like athletes, we were both there trying to get our pro card, so we were both pumping up. She went out first because she's B. Obviously watched her slay. Her posing and confidence and fit model was really beautiful. I think she won the B height category, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna be competing with you in overall. Went out and did C again, also placed first. I was like, okay, overall it's gonna be me and Amber. Which is really exciting. I was like, okay, you know what? Like, this is what it's all about. You never want to go into a show thinking you have this. Like, you want to be able to work for it in a way. Yeah. So, no, it was great. When we were doing the comparison, I guess you were like this though when you're in comparison. Like, I guess I wasn't really aware of her next to me. You are, but you aren't. Like, you're so focused on like making sure that you hit your poses, you don't trip up, like you're smiling. So yeah, we were. I think Sarah as well was in our overall lineup. Sarah was also great. Right.
Yeah. Were you in the middle a lot? Did they move you a lot?
I think I started off on the left, and then when they moved me into the middle, because there was only 3 of us, they did jiggle us around a little bit, which made me like, at first I was like feeling like, oh, okay, like potentially could do it, and then they moved us out again, and I was like, oh, okay, where could it go? Like jiggled us around. But yeah, because you never know, like sometimes they move you around and you might be in the middle, but then the other person gets it, like they just did that to see lighting. So you never know. So, and I didn't want to fully be like, yep, I've got it, and then not get it and be disappointed.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's like, it's here, what's going to happen? But no, it was really fun being able to be on stage with her.
Yeah, and with Sarah too, that's so cool that she just decided to do it, and then she's in the overall, and she looked amazing. It's like, what?
She suits that model really well as well. Beautiful shape.
Absolutely. Like, it's not surprising she looked amazing. She just always looks beautiful, but I was like, oh wow, that transition just was so smooth.
Yeah, I love when like I saw quite a few bikini girls change. I was like, it's really cool.
Yeah, it is. A lot of people are just deciding what's best for them, and I think it's really cool to explore, right, and find what's best for you because everyone's going to be different. So the moment you won, I want to know about that. Obviously, they're like, Fawad's doing this thing, he's calling out who the winner is, and like you get really nervous, and I'm sure that you probably were like, "Fuck, this is it. This is my pro card. I've got another chance. This is like the one." But like, tell us the feeling because like so many people want the pro card, only so many people get it, and then from there it's like a whole nother kettle of fish. So how does that feeling like? What was that feeling like? How did that go for you?
I can't almost describe the feeling. It's really like you're almost in shock because I guess you don't guarantee it on the day. Like, of course, everyone wants it, like you really want it. But yeah, like the minute they called it out, it's kind of like you just don't believe it. Everything happened so fast. Like it's really hard to process and you're just like, wow, okay, that's happened. Like it's crazy. There's probably no words for it really, but it's an insane feeling.
Who gave you your pro card? Was that Kate?
I think it was Kate. Yeah, it was Kate. Yeah.
So she got to give you yours, and then she got to do Shan's, and like it was a whole bit. It was quite a cool day for the team.
Yeah, it was really cool, especially getting it from Kate was really special.
It is, and because
the reason I got into it, really.
Yeah, exactly, and she's your girl, and like this is cool because like next year it'll probably be you because like who gives out the Fit Model Pro cards, right? Or who gives out the Fit Model Award? Like they chose Kate because she's the closest to it. She's bikini, right? But now it's probably going to be you or Lou unless you're overseas doing pro shows.
No, exactly. I was like, oh, that's so cool. It's definitely, it's like the moment I guess that like everyone works towards and it's like the moment's finally paid off and also confirmation of, oh, I chose right by picking Fit Model.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what I mean. Like the start of the season was like a little bit like, wasn't like, you didn't, your day didn't go as you wanted it to do and everything, but it just kept getting better throughout the season. And I feel like you just finished on the perfect note and the perfect high. And I feel like the Wellington result was the perfect result. Do you think that now? Like it's hard time, but do you think it all worked out great?
Exactly. Yeah. Looking back, I'm like, it was still great. I still loved my look and it was a really good way for me to end bikini, like my bikini journey. Because I guess I mostly wanted to do it because I had obviously got the implants and I wanted to see how the shape of that looked on stage. And so I did definitely want to do bikini, but then glad that that's put to bed.
It's kind of like Amy doing her last one before figure as well. Everyone wants to do their little final bikini. See you later. And it was good. And it was good. Good way to go out, but a really nice way to do it. And then the second show, Lou Mullen won that one. And I think that kind of blew everyone out of the water. Did you see her post that she was like, hey guys, I'm coming to do Fit Model this week or whatever she posted? What did you think when you saw that?
Yeah, so I think I saw that I think she posted it the day before Nationals or like really close to Nationals. So I think it did shock a lot of people. I think there was a little bit of confusion because I think Mo initially said that you had to compete in a regional doing Fit Model. Like you can't, I think that he last minute decided that anyone can just switch and do national. So I think it did upset a couple people. And I know it upset Sarah too because she had obviously, like me, done bikini and Fit Model at a separate show, which costs more. But again, like really cool, I guess, to see that there are bikini girls that think that Fit Model is more of a fit for them.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And her size is different than yours. Let's be honest. I always thought Lou was jacked for a bikini girl, and I was like, "Holy shit, Fit Model." Wonder if she's going to downsize the quads, and I think she is downsizing some of her legs. And like she's going to change her body into like Fit Model, but it's cool to see different physiques coming in to like see what can make Fit Model what it is, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's that whole like Fit Model's not established yet. If you look overseas, there's a very big difference of what fit model is. So I guess until we have an Olympia and an Olympian winner, what I guess they're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's been a few pro shows in Australia, in America, and we've all seen them, and they come up on all of our pages probably because the algorithm, because we New Zealanders are commenting on them, right? But there has been some developed fit model girls on Gilco, on, and I go to the comments and I'm like just wondering what people are saying, just obviously not being haters or anything, but everyone's kind of like being nice, like, oh, you suit bikini, and then a lot of these girls are going, yeah, I'm actually going to move to bikini. I wanted to try it for fun, or it's not always like what you see online is exactly what it is. So when you see more developed or even smaller girls in fit model, that's not necessarily exactly what it is. It's just people trying the sport and they're trying to see what works for them. And a lot of them are UFC athletes. So there has been a couple of new pros that are pretty fucking jacked though. Like, I'll be honest, like I was a little bit like, whoa, like that's pretty big for bikini, man. Have you seen any of those? And maybe what are your thoughts? And it's just my personal opinion. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just very
this year's Olympian took me by surprise. Like I was like, wow. Some of these girls look like they could be wellness, like they are big, which I guess to me was like, if that's how bikini's evolving, like there is no way. I even want that for myself, I guess. Like I like the smaller look. Like for me, Kate's always been like what I think bikini is beautifully represented. And so when I see people bigger than Kate, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's impressive, but it's just like, where are we going? Like, what is the plan? Because like we need to know so we can do the plan.
Exactly. So like you have to have like a standard. I feel like it's really confusing when every country has a different look, and it's like, well, what we're aiming for?
Yeah, absolutely. And at the end of the day, do what you want. Like there's a lot of people online saying, a lot of people in New Zealand like all the bikini girls in New Zealand are fit model, blah 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 blah. I don't like that. Don't tell me what to do. I'll do what I want and I'll let the judges decide, like, so do whatever makes you happy, like everyone out there listening, do fit model if you want to do fit model, do bikini if you want to do fit model, bikini. No one's judging you. We're all here to hype the sport up. In the name, but do what makes you happy, because that's at the end of the day, your judges and the coach are the only people that matter. So just keep enjoying.
Exactly. Yeah, do what you want, do what you feel like you look best in, and then the judges will tell you if it is or isn't.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's your life, so don't waste time listening to other people, because what a way to live.
Yeah, like, you want to go do bikini in a sparkly bikini, like go do that.
Yes, do what you want. We're all here to be excited about it, and plus it pumps money into the sport, so we're all happy.
Oh, exactly. Prep is impressive regardless of what category you pick. So
yeah, just be happy with that. Postseason, babe. Let's talk about that, because the day after nationals we had our WOV shoot, which I hope we do every year now because it was so much fun. Did you enjoy the shoot? Was it cool to bring your pro card, you and Shan, and like was it a good day? Like tell us about that.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really cool when I guess you do it as a team. Like it is so much like an individual sport, but then when you get to then connect as a team, it's really cool, and you don't feel like as alone, or like you have this win and then you have to just celebrate on your own as well. So I think that was really cool. And yeah, like you say, I hope we do it every year, and maybe other coaches start to do that as well with their teammates, because it's a really cool way to, I guess, knit the community together.
Yeah, and everyone's doing it in America, so I'm like, let's do more American stuff because they have fun.
America's like got the bar with bodybuilding. I'm like, we all need to be there. Like, why aren't we there?
Well, might be. That's probably the next question for you, babe. Let's talk about first your reverse diet, and then we'll talk a bit about what you're going to do next. Okay, so tell us about this reverse compared to maybe others. You said 3 seasons in. Is it easier this time? Do you feel like you've got a bit more control over it? And was it a little bit less like aggressive because you did fit model instead of bikini where you had to diet down as hard? Was it a little bit easier because of that?
It's actually really interesting. So when I did bikini last year to when I did fit model, both my stage weight was exactly the same.
Wow.
So it was just like, I guess how you like body composition. And for bikini, I was never lean enough. Like my feedback was always like, you need to be leaner, you need to be leaner. So I guess how lean I was in fit model was the same as lean I was in bikini last year, but I had to be leaner to be more competitive in it. But in terms of reverse, like it does get easier the more times you do it. And I think the more you understand as well, like it's not actually going to harm you to like eat whatever you want for the weekend. Like that's a good thing to gain a quick 2-3 kilos back. Like that's actually healthy. And then being able to then maintain it from there. It's definitely been hard because I guess with everyone, like once you start to gain weight back and your body changes and you don't look as lean, or like your pump photos don't look as defined, you do get upset and you do think, oh, like I'd love to be lean, but it's just not healthy. And I think the big thing is you're not going to build muscle. Like if you're in this in the long run, you can't be lean forever. Like you're just never going to grow. So it's kind of like you have to suck it up and just get into a build as soon as you can.
Yeah, absolutely, babe. And like you said, it's healthy. Do you feel pressure now that you're a pro though?
Definitely. I feel like I can't completely blow out. Like my first year, like I think like I went from 50 to like 65 kilos really quickly,
wow.
which is not very healthy. But looking back, I was like to Frank, I'm like, I never want to be that big again. Like it wasn't that big, but like just the comparison and how much harder the prep was to lose 15 kilos again. I was like, if we can make it happen, I can be in a build without having to gain that much weight. That'd be great.
That'd be awesome. We learn each time, don't we? We learn a lot every time we do a prep and a reserve.
Yeah. I think it's also reassuring for other people. Like if you've only ever done one and you've had a really hard reverse, like that knowing that the next year is better, like you will just naturally be better at it.
Yeah.
So
it will. Yeah. Everyone fucks up that first reverse. They all do. We all do. We all hoard food. Like it's just so
binge, get in a tunnel. Like it is so normal. And I think it throws a lot of people off. They're like, oh, I never want to compete again because that was awful. But it's like we actually all go through it. It's just some of us just decide, hey, next time I'm going to try harder and let that not be as bad.
It's either going to make or break you, and it's okay because that just weeds people out of the sport. Like if you're not strong enough to do that again, that's okay. It's not for you. Let's try some other sports because there's other options.
Yeah, like you still accomplished it. It's still a really cool thing to do, but maybe it's just not for you long term.
Yeah, and it's fine. Like fuck, you don't have to do it. No one's forcing you.
Everyone can be a bodybuilder. It's fine.
No, we're in the 1%.
Yeah.
All right, I've got some questions from Instagram, which were kind of cool. A few people coming through with some different stuff, which was good for the girls. So first question, how did you deal mentally with your switch from bikini to fit model? And that was from Amy, I think.
Mm-hmm. It was definitely like it took me a long time to fully let go of bikini, I guess, because it's because it's so established. Everyone's like, yeah, bikini is so cool, like doing well in bikini is really awesome. But I think if you are serious about it and want to look long term, like Frank made a really cool point that fit model really should have been called classic bikini because it's just like bikini was years ago. And so I think that really helped me with it. I was like, you know what, it is just like classic bikini. Like I still trained just as hard. I still dieted just as hard as I did for bikini. The difference is I just don't have to have 5 years of density on me to be able to be competitive in bikini.
Yes, it's a lot easier. Actually, saying that, what is your training like now? Can you talk to us about a little bit about that?
Yeah. I actually it's definitely, so this is the thing I think that people struggled with as well, is that fit model is easier.
Yeah.
It's easier in a sense that you don't have to try and get that like as much density, but I think that makes it equally harder. Like I can't push as hard, I can't train just whatever I want now. Like I have to stay within a criteria, and that means that I only train 4 times a week now, where I used to be able to train 5 times, and I don't have like 3 lower days anymore. I've only got 2. So it is just like, I guess, staying within a criteria. And that just means that for me, that is harder because I like to push and like to grow. But yeah.
You're just adapting.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like when I train, I still train just as hard as I would for bikini. It's just, I guess, training slightly differently and not as much as you would for bikini.
Yeah, just the goal is shifted. Hey, still got the goal, but it's just shifted a little bit. Yeah.
No, exactly. I think the same drive and like the same hardness is there. It's just like different hards.
Yeah. I love that. I like that. It's really cool. And I'm sure a lot of the fit model girls can relate, or they will enjoy to hear this because they don't know. No one knows. First off season for a lot of them.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is probably a good one because I don't think we've talked about this before, but and you're such like a sweet person, so if you say yes to this, I'll be confused. But do you experience hate online? And if you do, how do you deal with it?
I've actually really been lucky and I've never had any hate. or anything, which is really lovely. And I think that's like I'm really blessed to have that, because I know some really lovely people still will get hate. I guess it just depends on who's in your circle or things like that. But I'd say like I guess if I ever did, I think it's knowing like your own worth and knowing that it doesn't really matter what other people say. I think a lot of hateful comments out there is from self-projection, not from the other person doing something wrong or like not being nice or anything. But then I also think if you're just a nice person in general and be nice to everyone else, that kind of energy will always find you as well. Like it's not you're gonna start drama, you're gonna get drama. So it's kind of just like be a nice person and the niceness should return to you.
Yes, yeah. Or people feel bad being mean to a nice person, right? So it just like, why would they?
Well, I mean, I know really lovely people that have like told me that before. They're like, oh, like people are like saying like, oh, I shouldn't wear that, or like it's like I post too much being like a mom, or like, you know, like I do definitely know people that have reached out to me and be like, oh, how do you deal with this, or how do you deal with it being like a Christian when it's not something that Christians do? And it's kind of just like, well, the same thing comes back to like, why do you do it? What's your purpose for doing it? Like, are you being kind? Are you being honorable within that area? And I think that if someone's not nice and doesn't respect what you want, then potentially just don't have them in your life.
Yeah, no time for the energy.
No, exactly. Like I know so many people that even family members don't support you in bodybuilding. And it's like, well, what's the point of like being around that if that's something you want to do? Like find people that will support you and encourage you, because there's totally tons of people like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes life a lot nicer. Really.
Yeah. And every bodybuilder gets it too. So it's like if your normal friends don't get it, like just get some bodybuilder friends and we all get it.
We all understand. And there's heaps of Christian ones too, so it's fine. You've got your whole niche right there. Like everyone's all in the same boat. Speaking of your coach, Frank, someone's asked how many years you've been with your coach and will you change now that you're a pro?
Oh, well, I honestly might have to count. I think I've been with him 4 years, because I would have been with him leading into my first year. And obviously I've competed 3 times. So I think I've been with Frank for 4 years.
Cool.
Which seems like a lifetime. Like, I don't think I'd ever change really, just because he knows me so well. He knows how my body peaks now, how it preps. And yeah, I guess the community that we have with Worthy of Victory, it's not really worth changing for. I mean, as any athlete, I guess I've had a look into some of the big dogs out there and I'm like, oh, but it's not really worth it, because that won't feel like home to me.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, like going bigger, it's like more international. Frank is pretty big and international for like a Kiwi coach.
Yeah. He's been and done that. He knows what the Olympians are like. Like he knows it all. So there's really no point in switching.
Exactly. He's been training with Derek Lunsford. Like we don't need no one else.
Yeah, exactly. He knows it all. So like, no, I'd never change.
No, I'm with you, girl. Do you have any favorite fit model pros yet? Like I guess that you follow, you know how we all follow like Laurelie and blah, blah, blah. But do you have any pros that you follow? Anyone that you're looking up to?
I guess the only fit model that I've ever come across that I'm like, that is what I think fit model would be like at the Olympia. I think her name is Gabrielle. She's on Team Atlas, and she's always the one where I would send her photos to Frank. I'm like, make me look like that.
I have to see her now. Go and find her. Is she blonde?
No, I think she's Spanish. Like she looks very like dark haired, like beautiful shape. And I think that's personally what fit model should be like. It's a very feminine. You can see she's got muscle wherever she is, but she's got that beautiful like hourglass shape. And I'm like, if I ever get to stand next to you, like
one day, you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
I hope they do fit model at the Arnold one day, because that would be really cool to see when it gets bigger, and just see if Arnold accepts it, because he doesn't do all the divisions, but maybe he'll do fit model one day. But have you seen the lineup for the Arnold coming up in February or whenever it is? It's very early next year. Have you seen the lineup for bikini?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, there's a lot of them. There's Ash K. Laurelie's back for her Arnold champ. She missed last year. Amy's back. Ashlyn, second place from Olympia. We've got so many of the girls are going to be there for Arnold, so it will be fun to watch. Yeah, and it's always free for streaming. Live stream is always free, so it's really cool. So just
we
don't need
I mean, I hope he does, because like he's honestly like the pinnacle of bodybuilding. That would be cool to be at one of his shows one day.
Yeah. Who knows, girl, might be on the cards.
Yeah.
What are your goals now that you're a pro? Maybe tell us about what you're thinking about doing. Maybe you don't have to tell us everything, but like, what are your thoughts? Like next year, the year after, what are you thinking?
Yeah, well, if I can make it happen, next year is I want to be able to compete internationally on a pro show next year, because why not? Like I think the excitement is really cool around Fit Model. Like it will be the first round of pro shows. It will be the first time it's at the Olympia. I feel like the excitement is just something I'd love to be a part of. Obviously just need to make sure like it aligns with life goals and money goals, but it is the goal to be able to do that.
Yay. Oh, that's so cool. And would you like, if all of the pro shows around the world like did Fit Model, what would be your ideal one to pick? Like even if it's not next year, just like one day I want to do Pittsburgh or I want to do what would be your favorite or favorites?
Well, I mean, I've had a look at the calendar, what's out there at the moment. The Japan one obviously looks really cool because it's the first pro show, so like the hype is there. But for me, that Gabrielle girl actually will be at the Japan pro show, which is really exciting. But it's just not long enough of an off season for me. Like I already talked to Frank, and like we definitely need a bit of an off season to get a little bit more size for an international pro debut. But there is a pro show in May in New York, which would be really cool. That's kind of the one that we're like, oh, like if we can make it happen, that's the one that I'm going to try and make happen, which is the New York one.
Yeah.
But if I can do anyone, I don't think they are doing it next year, but like a Texas one, I reckon would be so cool because like the whole country vibe. I think I've seen her name's escaped me now. She's one of the top Olympians.
Bikini?
Yeah, bikini.
Oh, and she's doing New York.
She's done the like Texas one before, and she has like the wee cowboy hat on.
Oh, I think I know who you mean. Oh, yeah, I can't remember. Oh.
But yeah, she did it, and I've always just seen her post a photo for it, and I'm like, it would be so cool because they wear like cowboy hats. I'm like, if they ever put Fit Model in there, I'm gonna be like, yeah, need to make that happen.
I'm coming. And Kate and Frank live in Dallas, don't they? Ride your horse into the show. Oh, cool. Oh, can I come with my camera?
Oh, yeah, right. But no, yeah, there's lots of opportunities, and I know obviously Frank and Kate are going to go over to the States next year, so even aligning one where they'll be in the state, I think is probably more ideal for me. I don't want to be there alone, and like because they know the ropes of America, doing it with them would be really cool.
Yeah, be so much more helpful. Hey, oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah.
Next question. We've got 2 more questions from Instagram. What is your next bikini color? You don't even need to tell us. This is like a secret one, but maybe if you could give us like 2 or 3, and then we can all get.
Always so hard because I feel like there's so many colors out there that it's really hard to pick one. Like I don't know if like everyone finds it, but I find it really hard to pick.
Yeah.
But like I've done like reds and pink and blue, like I've done blue before. Like I do like that kind of, like I'd never be a green girl, I think, but I'd probably do either like a shade of blue or have thought about purple. Like I've started to like purple clothes more, like I'm wearing like a purple sports bra. Like I like this kind of shade of purple. But yeah, I guess you can never go wrong with like blue, pink, red. Like those are probably my top 3 colors, like shades within there.
Around, and not gold. It won't be gold.
No, absolutely not gold. I've thought about white before too, but I'm like, no, it's just not. Like there's a reason why they're not on the pro stage.
You don't see it, eh? So it's like it just must not work. We've tried and failed and it didn't work.
No, exactly. I think you should always just look at what the Olympians are doing, and it's really like red, blue, green, and that's really like where it's at. Yeah, so you pick a shade within that and you're sweet. I think red is always like you feel so fiery and like hot, whereas like blue I reckon looks so like mysterious and cool and really flattering if you are blonde. Like blue, I think, looks really nice on blondes.
Super flattering. And green maybe for more brunettes, hey? Just kind of like, just
Yeah.
if you had to pick one or the other, maybe that would be a safe
Yeah, I think red's good for both, and then red and green is more brunettes, and then blue and red's more blondes. But like everyone would look good in any color. Like I've seen some beautiful like greens on blondes and blues on brunettes. So it's like you really can't go wrong.
It's all how you wear it and how you style it.
Yeah, I think it's like literally just whatever color you feel like you feel pretty in, and then it's like rock that.
Yeah, absolutely. Follow that, girls.
Yeah.
And your last question was goal pro show, but I already asked that. So what I think I might ask here is, what is your goal with competing, like long term? Because you're a mama. Do you want to be a mama again? Do you need, or do you just want to go hard with bodybuilding right now? Like, what are your plans just for like that sort of long term?
Yeah, I guess that's also ties into why I switched to fit model, is like I want to be able to go as far as I can within like a shorter time frame. Like I know some people like really get into it and commit their whole life to it. But for me, like that would be the goal if like I wanted to do bikini and didn't really want to be like, I guess, have any more kids anytime soon. Like I'm still really young, like I'm 24, so like I really could push for bikini and then still have time for kids. But it's more like I'd rather push really hard for fit model. I know it's achievable in a shorter time frame than bikini, and then have kids again, because long term, like I do want to have more kids. But for the meantime, until like I'm married and all that sort of thing, push for as far as I can go with the fit model.
Yeah, I love that. And is the Olympia the goal, or are you not that stressed about if you don't get there? Because you know some people are like, I have to do it, but are you like, how do you feel?
No, yeah, like I don't think like, I mean, you obviously could get to a pro, but then it's like, why do a pro show if you're not wanting to go further in it? So it's kind of like, I'd love to, depending if I can, because obviously now with the rule change, it makes it quite hard to do both, like potentially do one pro show, see if I do well in the pro show. If I win the pro show, we'll book and do another pro show to try and get to the Olympia. But kind of do it like one at a time. Like if I don't do so well at the pro show, maybe then have a year off. But like if we win at a pro show, it's like, okay, well, I got to do another one to try and get to the Olympia next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll say in my head, I'm like, I'm maybe giving myself another like 2 years to really push for bodybuilding, and then might be like, oh, okay, might have a kid again.
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah. Take it as because life can change, right, in a couple of years, but it's nice to have a vision of some sort.
No, exactly, and because it is so time consuming, I think you really have to lock in if you want to do bodybuilding and like really commit to it, like that this year's bodybuilding.
Yeah, you do have to, because it's not a short thing. It ain't no 12-week challenge.
No, exactly. Your whole life needs to be in line with it. You have to like work around it. So
yep, 100%, babe. And maybe just lastly, can we just chat about posing? Because obviously you had to change your posing up from bikini. You've been doing that for so long. Do you have any tips for the girls on posing that they might be like, okay, cool, fit model started last year, it looked awesome, I'm going to do it next year, and the calendar's going to come out soon. What would you tell the girls, maybe first timers, they're going to do fit model, about posing, like when to start, what to practice, maybe the differences or the shoes, anything like that they could take away?
It is definitely really different. I think even if you're a bikini girl and you think, oh, like I can just quickly switch to fit model, like it is definitely so much different. Like I guess the parts that hurt on stage are so different. Like in bikini, I feel like it's a lot of like arching through your back, whereas with fit model, it's a lot more with your hips and like your leg. I feel like a lot of people get cramps within their leg because you really have to point it out and like elongate it, but also showcase the muscle that it cramps. And the first time that I was on stage at South Island, I couldn't believe it. Like I was like, I thought I had like posing stamina, but I was like, please get me off stage. Like everything's hurting.
So practice is a big one.
Practice, like I'd say like I have a couple of girls that have literally started a year before they're going to do it. So don't even start when you're prepping, like start way before then, because you want to be not even thinking about it. Like you want to be able to hold the poses and like really feel confident in it.
True. Yeah. And when you're prepping, you're dieting. I don't know why people are like, I'm going to start posing when I'm in prep. I'm like, do you know how hard dieting is? Like,
I'll be there.
Don't wait for prep, girls. Like start before then, so you've got some energy. You know? Yeah, and don't worry about your body.
I get it because you look better, like you're looking a bit leaner, you like the shape more, but honestly, like I never used to be one that posed during my off season, and I probably have only kept going at it now, and I'm so grateful for it because you can actually like give it more energy, and I feel like your brain remembers it better because your brain's working better.
You've got more calories in your body.
Yeah.
And it's kind of it makes you motivated to pose in the off season because if shit's looking a little bit like fluffy, like that's when you pull it in,
No,
right?
you're like, okay, I should probably follow my meal plan.
Yeah. Don't get down on yourself and get all upset. I know people get really down in their chickens, but like just it is what it is. You enjoy the chips, but let's just tighten it up and that kind of thing. It just keeps you on. I enjoy doing chicken posing because it keeps you on, right?
Exactly. I think as well, like it is so good to film yourself and do all that even through off season because it does make you stay more accountable and it does make you also, I think, love your off season body more. Like you'll actually like be like, oh, I really like that curve, and then it disappears in prep, and you're like, oh, I miss it.
Yeah, I actually like doing fluffier hair, and yeah, it just makes
Yeah,
it.
like this was like flayed being like heavy and
Oh, I don't know. There's a maturity in the sport, eh, babe? You kind of learn things and you feel better each time, and like it's just it's really nice to go through it and just kind of come out the other side of like a bit of the top body dysmorphia and feel better about it.
No, exactly. I think I definitely know lots of girls that really struggle with that body dysmorphia when they come out of it. And that's like a main reason why they would never do it again. But I'm like, it actually gets better. Like it does get better. Like if you just go on like even like a little diet just to like tighten up a little bit more and then trying again to like get to that point, but then eating cleaner food. So it's more like of a tighter look, I suppose. So it's just like being consistent with it, I think, is the big thing.
Yeah. I like to call it exposure therapy. It's a kind of exposing you directly to diet, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be in your face. It's going to be confronting, but it's exposing your diet, exposing your training, where are your weaknesses, and then you get to fix them. And then you get to be better. Like the only other option is ignorance to it all kind of thing. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. It's either like you get in a rabbit hole and you just get worse at it, or you confront it and you're like, okay, maybe if I do tidy up my meal plan, I'll feel better.
And stop being shady and hiding my chockies, like just expose, like confront it head on.
I fully do that. I used to not like tell my coach if I had a binge or tell him if I snacked on chocolate, but now I'm like, okay, you know what? Like I'm feeling a bit fluffier, and he's like, well, has your diet been? I'm like, oh, well, actually.
Well, it'll make sense because otherwise they're like, what are you doing?
You know what to do. Just tidy it up and you'll feel better and you'll look better.
Absolutely, 100%. And even Frank's not great in the off season. He's going to have treats here and there too. Okay, so be honest.
It's so normal too, as well. Like you do still have to be able to treat yourself and enjoy like those little things because those little things aren't going to set you back. It's the everyday if you're snacking and choosing bad.
Yeah, one day's not going to muck it up, but one day after another, that might do a little damage.
Yeah, that might start to show.
That's it, mate. Absolutely. Let's chat about do you have sponsors at the moment? Talk about them. Do you have any discount codes? Because you're a pro now. We need to make that bank, girl. Head up with your sponsors. Tell us everything that you're sponsored by and just tell us all about them.
Yeah, well, I'm really lucky that at the moment, like I'm working with really great brands that I really love as well, which I think is a really big one. And it sucks when you like partner with people that it's just for the money, which is not very cool when you don't love the stuff. But a lot of people probably would have seen that Bite Meat was at all of the shows. So they're really cool. And I actually use their stuff like every day. Like it's so convenient if I like have skipped or if I'm running late and I just want like a snack that's clean. So definitely like the biltong if you like meat, if you like snacks, they're a great one to just order a box of and have it in your house.
Yeah, keep it on fire, guys. Yeah. What about activewear?
Activewear, I'm working with Nexus for supplements and activewear because they've obviously come out with their activewear, which is so nice. I think it's such a nice like stretchy material, so it gives in the off season because I hate when you buy stuff in prep and then all of a sudden you get to your off season and it doesn't fit you anymore and you have to go get a new wardrobe.
You're like, doesn't fit.
Yeah, literally. So it's really good because like even if I think if you're in prep, like it would still look really flattering, and then it's got that stretch if you get a little bit bigger in the off season.
They do supplements too. What are your favorite sups right now? What are you taking like every day kind of thing for your off season?
So luckily, like I think when you're in a build, you don't have to like I don't take as much. So I would literally just have like my whey every day. I really like the vanilla whey and the hokey pokey one. And then I would have pre-workout or pump. So depending on what time I train in the day, it would either be pre-workout or pump.
Nice, babe. Keep it simple way. You don't need much.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah.
Keep it
No,
simple.
I think
And then
that's
so if people want to buy from Nexus, what do you have a code?
Yeah. So with Nexus or Bite Meat, the code is just Chantal.
Easy. Nice one. Go and try them out, guys. Go check them out, some activewear for Christmas. Buy yourself some things. It's always fun.
Yeah, they've got cozy wear too, which I haven't had yet, but like the pajamas and stuff look so cozy.
Oh, I just want to buy everything for myself when it's Christmas. I have to buy things for other people. Oh,
I know, that's the bittersweet part.
Oh, I love that, babe. That's really good. Good on you for having some sponsors. Who would be your dream sponsors? Like as a pro, a lot of the girls like Dark Sport or like Bombshell. I don't know. Who would be your ideal one if you could like go into the top?
Oh, like I've never really like thought about it. Like I guess anyone that's willing to sponsor any athlete is really cool. And like I think as long as you make good quality stuff and like nice tasting stuff, then it's pretty cool. I mean, Bombshell does look cool, but then at the same time, I'm like, oh, like it's not something that I've ever been like, oh, I really want to like work with them, even though their clothing is really cool.
Yeah.
And it used to be, I think it was Wolfpack, but then Nexus are bringing out backpacks that are just like that. So I'm like, oh, like it's really cool. So if you want a really cute backpack with like Velcros, I've just ordered like my own custom Velcros that say IFBB Pro on them. So they'll arrive and I'm so excited to stick them on the bag.
So I can't believe you're a pro now still. It kind of blows my mind. Like that the start of the year we were talking about it and it was like, you don't know if it's going to happen, but it happened and you're a pro now. Has it for you? Come on, surely.
It's like, I think, and I probably don't think until I step or like at least prepping for a pro show that it will really sink in. But at the moment I'm a bit gutted too because I'm like, oh, I'd love to compete in New Zealand again. But then it's like, if we don't have a pro show next year, like it's off the cards and that sucks.
Maybe one day Shane will bring it in. We never know. Like if we get more of it.
I was telling Shannon, I'm like, please, you did a bikini one. Please just do a big one with Fit Model in.
He might do it. We never know. Let's just all hound him.
Everyone just like donate or something because I think they're really expensive to host. So I'm like, I think it would still be worth it.
Definitely. And if he does another pro show or whatever Shane does, you just got to go. You just got to buy tickets, support it, and he'll do more. That's how it kind of works. So
no, exactly. And you could get a tiara, which I think just takes the cake.
Definitely going to be one of my next shows. Well, that's awesome. It's been so great to chat, babe. What are you up to for Christmas? Are you hanging out with the little man? What are you guys doing? What are you doing with the fams?
Yeah, just kind of like having a at-home Christmas, celebrating with my son and stuff. And it's really magical when you get like kids. I guess Christmas becomes like magical again. So that's really cool. And yeah. Save for a pro.
Yeah, keep your money, babe, and keep yourself at home for next year, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And it's been so good to chat to you. I think I'll have to get you back on when you decide what you're going to do with your pro debut, whenever that might be. So when you announce that or whenever you're ready to announce that, can I get you back on and we'll have another chat?
Yes, I'll message you first and be like, I've locked in a show.
And we can announce it together on the pod.
Yeah, that'd be so cute.
Nice, babe. Well, thank you so much. If you ever come up to Auckland, make sure you give me a message and we'll catch up. And there's a lot of WOF girls up here. We'll do a little something. And I'd love to have you on again. And everyone out there listening, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Spotify. Don't forget to go and follow Chantal because she's got a lot coming up for her next, whatever she does next, whenever it happens. Never any pressure for the pros because it's an expensive journey, but we're all going to back you whenever that happens. And I'm so, so proud of you. So congrats on your massive year. And I just can't wait to see what you do next.
Yeah. I know, I can't wait to catch up with you again as well. You're so lovely.
Thanks, babe. All right, well, thank you everyone for watching and thank you for coming on and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye.